Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Vietnam 65. Alright, we ended last turn with our forces getting hurt quite badly up north by a mine and a Vietnamese patrol that we failed to put down. So, right, as you can see, the symbol at the top, the little heart, has changed to a different flag. This is the flag of the Viet Cong. Now, because our political support has dropped from 50 to 49, we have now lost a lot of the country to Vietnam. Villages are currently flying the flag of South Vietnam. I think that's correct. If I'm incorrect, someone can correct me in the comments. But if a village changes allegiance, it will switch its flag. So pretty soon we should start seeing a couple of villages start swaying over to the North Vietnamese influence, be that the Viet Cong or the North Vietnamese army. Alright, so let's see what units haven't moved yet. Our engineer, he can move on up to the road. And given that it was mines last turn, it'll be good for him to move around a bit and try and get rid of some of those. Okay, Howitzer isn't doing anything. Chinook just refueled them last time. That squad is going to hold by that village there and just set up an ambush. So that's all my units completely given orders now, and the turn will end and we'll see what the North Vietnamese do. Okay, so there's no more enemy contacts at the minute. Political support has fallen to 48 though. The way political support falls is that Vietnamese troops move beside a village and they will do stuff like terrorise it or plant mines, or if they defeat US troops beside a village as well, I think that causes the Hearts and Minds thing to drop. Now, the way to raise Hearts and Minds is by defeating Vietnamese troops when they're near a village, destroying Vietnamese bases, or finding minefields and clearing them. So we're going to continue along the road here with our engineer first, and it's good that it's all clear of mines. So now's the time to evacuate our wounded lads in the front lines, and we'll bring them back to HQ, which is the only place that they can get healed, is this building here. Which is unfortunately quite a distance away, but what can you do? And there we go. Alright, get these helicopters back here. Green Berets, these will be good to set down, so we're going to put them along the road here because there's been activity around this area. So if we leave them there, hopefully they'll be able to catch a few of the Vietnamese in the act. Okay, they're going to hide there, and what the hell, we'll have them search for mines just to be safe. Okay, Chinook can head back to HQ and refuel. In fact, it isn't going to, it's going to head up here, and you'll know why next turn. Howitzer isn't doing anything, and that's all the units moved, so we're going to end the turn again, and as you can see, both those helicopters now need petrol by the little blue jerry tank. Okay, no more enemy contacts in the field yet. Nope, that's okay. So we bring back wounded guys. We'll get them healed up and they'll be ready again next turn. Get our helicopters refueled. Right, now I'm going to build there's two types of bases in this game, the fire base and the forward base, and these are in addition to your main base. Now the main base is the best, it can do everything, it can heal, it can deploy units. I'm trying to remember which one it is now. The fire base, I think, is... Yes, the fire base is a forward base you can use, and at that you can refuel helicopters, you can put down your mortar, stuff like that there, and you can also train... Nope, you can't. It's the second type of base that you can train Arvin at. There is three types of bases. The main HQ where you can heal, you can do everything. The fire base which can refuel, and the third type of base which can station units in it, and it won't cost them any fuel to stay there for the turn. And you can also additionally have your Green Berets train the local troops to assist your army, so they'll continue to sit around there. They're content sitting there. They'll get healed, which is important. They're going to get healed. Chinook is going to sit down there and refuel for the turn. Howitzer doesn't need to take action, and that's them healed now. Okay, we're on 45. We're dropping pretty quickly here, which isn't good. So we're now going to try and bring our boys back into the fight after that shaky start. Okay, we'll bring them back up. And we'll use our Green Berets to have a look and see if there's any Vietnamese around, and they haven't spotted any, which is good, maybe. That village has more information, but they aren't giving it a sit. So we send him back. That'll heal that next unit, and we're actually going to put our howitzer somewhere useful now. So we're going to pick it up with our helicopter, and we're going to ferry that up to our firebase up north where there's been Viet Cong activity. So our engineer is free now, so he's going to continue to move along the road searching for mines. Thankfully there isn't any. And our Chinook will ferry some supplies to those guys down there in the village, keeping them fit for battle. And this helicopter will refuel. Oh, and we've got contacts. Things are getting exciting now. Now the good thing about my Green Berets is that they are invisible to the Viet Cong. The Viet Cong will never intentionally walk into their square, their hex. So now how do I deal with these this turn? Last time I relied on my infantry and they got wounded, and I don't want to have to bring them down again for another healing, so rather than risk another medical evac, I'm going to use the howitzer and I'm going to blow the crap out of them. Here we go. There we go. Success. And as you can see, I get 1,000 political capital for defeating the Viet Cong there. Okay. So we're going to go here because we know it's safe here. And we're going to deploy our boys. Get this helicopter refueling. Get the engineer moving along, finishing the rest of the road here. The rest of the road's secure, that's good to know. And we're going to see if this village has any information for us. Okay, this is good. This village is actually pro-American, which means they'll be more likely to give us information if we want it. And it's secure of mines as well, so I wasn't actually expecting that at the minute, given our quite low average hearts and mines score, but there's a good pro-US village, so that's a good sign. So with that, let's bring more boys up into the fight. We'll put another squad. We'll check out this little village here, actually. Maybe set a permanent garrison down here. And because we haven't got any soldiers down here, I suppose we'll put every single helicopter up north. The village refused to cooperate with us, unfortunately, so there could be Vietnamese hiding around here, and I suspect there is, given the sheer size of this forest. I mean, this is a massive jungle. Right, okay. Do any of our boys need resupplies? They only do slightly, but since there's nowhere else to use the Chinook, we might as well use it and keep it efficient. Huey's going to refuel. They are going to venture deeper into the jungle, try and keep an eye out for more Vietnamese, since they seem to be coming from up around here. I suspect the Ho Chi Minh Trail starts around this area here. Right, they've scouted that village. It was okay, there's no obvious signs of Vietnamese, so I am going to go down and check out this village. Refueling over there. Oh, we've been ambushed, we've been ambushed. Alright, okay, we need to get another evac done over here now. So, change of plan, you're no longer going straight there, you're going to medically evacuate our guys. And you're going to bring them back to get healed. So we know there's Vietnamese operating around here as well, which is good to know. Alright. Where are my helicopters? I was sure I had another helicopter somewhere with guys in it. Oh yeah, put it down there. Right, right. You're going to start moving up to there. My engineer is going to build a forward base, which is the smaller one that you can train extra troops at, and he's going to build it beside this one, we're going to set a really strong defensive perimeter right in the middle here. We need to get some troops to search that village as well. It might be a good idea to deploy some more infantry soon. Let's get our Chinook going down here to airlift some guys. And I think more regular infantry will do for the meantime. Okay. Who else have we got? We've got a Huey there that isn't doing anything. We can wait about that. We don't need that Huey. Well, yeah, we'll send another Huey down here as well, actually. Okay. Howitzers there. In fact, I've got an idea. This Huey is going to lift artillery rounds for the howitzer. The howitzer gets 4 artillery rounds, and to rearm it you need to go right back to your main base down here and airlift the artillery shells up to it. So we can get that done while it's quiet. Okay, who hasn't acted yet? That artillery gun, and they haven't acted. They're going to start heading down to here so they can start training up Arvin to help us. Okay, no more mines, that's fairly secure. Enemy forces are mobilizing. Hopefully won't get attacked again. And it doesn't look like we did, which is good. Okay, so infantry. Recruited another battalion. Get our Chinook to pick them up. And we're going to plop these guys up here, I think. Flood the area. So you are getting the... you're going to continue your mission to pick up those shells. And he's going to start ferrying them back to our big gun. Okay, okay. What's he doing? Oh, those guys were wounded, so they're going to go back and get healed. Okay, you don't need to do anything at the minute. We'll just keep you there. You might as well resupply the guys over here. There we go. Keeping our units in well supply, and yep, there doesn't seem to be any VC around the area, which is good. Oh crap! Right, okay. An RPG ambush. Our unit's now wounded. Do I want to risk to keep going? I will risk it. And he made it. That's okay. So we've got this little base here now, and we're going to start training additional troops in it. So we know the Vietnamese are operating quite heavily around the north, and somewhat over here as well. So this is going to be difficult. We'll keep those guys there for the meantime. Don't need him. Don't need him. And that is us. Okay. Right. Oh, something happened there. I'm not sure what it was. Don't know what happened there. Alright. Okay. Gonna move up to that village. We're not actually going to go here instead. We're going to go over here. And we're going to see if we can counter that RPG that was let off. See if we can take back this village. They'll move in. And the village was uncooperative. No mines around it though, thankfully. They're going to continue with their mission to train more South Vietnamese, and our lads over here are going to sweep for mines again. Continue with your mission to refuel our guns, rearm our guns, and he's going to go and get the rest of the troops all healed up. So if we look at the tactical map now, we've got a pro-US village over here. All the others are still fairly neutral as far as we can tell. Now this is probably outdated. We won't actually know how they are until we go into them and visit the villagers. So with that he needs to refuel. He doesn't, so he can rearm this squad over here. If a unit isn't in supply at the end of a turn, as if it's run out of supplies, it will be destroyed, so you have to keep your guys well armed. Our engineer's got a few moves left. He will actually go over here and see if the road's clear of my... No, actually he's wounded. If an RPG hits him again, he's down for good. He can't repair himself. Vehicles can normally repair themselves, but he can't, so he's going to have to go down here to the US main base. That is what he'll do. He'll be out of action for a few turns, but we've got the buildings we need, so we'll be able to make do. Artillery shell will be fine. They're going to get healed, and that is us.